Hi friends, welcome back to my crafty desk. Sandra here at Blossom and Inspire. And what you see in front of me are my pieces, my parts and pieces. What do I call them? Lace and trims for snippet rolls is how I have these little buckets labeled. This is my crochet mostly. I try to stay within that side. And then this is my loose lace and some other types of thin, transparent type fabrics, not fabrics, like curtain lace, things like that. Anyhow, I've been wanting to make a snippet roll or try my hand at it, and I also have been wanting to do this other thing on paper. So I grabbed my what is this, sacks from the grocery store. I have a bunch from way back when, and I saved them, and I had coffee dyed some of them. I don't know, I think it might be coffee dyed, but let me tell you, coffee dyeing paper sacks that are already brown doesn't always work for me. I mean, I get these really nice pretty dark edges, but it didn't come out the way I wanted. However, I did still save them, and I have quite a bit. It's thicker than just regular paper, but it's lighter than cardstock, and I thought I would play with that and see how I like it. This is not going to be a video that's finished in one day. This is going to be a couple of times. I should probably just put that disclaimer in the description box for everything I do. I'm okay with that. I know my friends are okay with that. But I feel like if there's anyone new here and you think this is going to be a finished project in one video, it will not be. So let's get started. But by moving these out of the way and bringing my papers over here, I think just to kind of get loosened up, I'm going to try something on here. And I have some fabric behind me that will also, I want to use for strips to put the snippet rolls on. Maybe I'll start with that. I'm not really sure. First thing I need to do though is this guy's empty and I'm going to fill it. I decided to do this on the video. So if this is not something you want to see, just skip ahead. I'm sure nobody had to tell you that, right? So I know when I first was doing, started out with all the different glues and things like that, it was one thing for me. I'm the kind of person where you can tell me what to do, but until I see it, I'm really not quite sure. So I like to do it on film when I'm able to. So this one is 3-in-1, and I have to tell you, I have no idea what was in here last. It could have been Fabri-Tac, but it's always this type of beacon type glue that I put in here. So I'm just gonna open this up, and then I'm gonna pour it in. That's it, and I squeeze it, it bubbles out, so you know you wanna be kind of careful. That's why I'm doing it on my paper. And then once this bottle's nice and full, it's gonna start being oozy at the top when I'm using it. So I have to be mindful of that. Maybe leaving a little room to grow in there, I don't know. So then tipping it back in. I have Vaseline around my end. I wanna make sure I have plenty, I do. Vaseline around the top right there when I screw it on. You can see how easy it was able to unscrew that. And so if you want an easy screw, then you have to do, you don't have to, but if you really want an easy screw, then you want to put the Vaseline on there. You can put as much as you want. This one, I must have opened it already once before, has a lot of Vaseline, but let me just show you in case you're wondering what I'm talking about. So Vaseline all around there. It has not interfered with any of my glues. I don't stick it in the glue. And then I just take my cap, and I do this on my paint tubes, anything. I do it on all my paint tubes, my glues, things like that. I don't do it on my glue stick. I think because my cap rubs against my glue a lot, so I have never wanted to do it that way, but that's it. Super simple. Saves on my hands, like super saves on my hands. And then make sure that's all tightened up. All right, let's stick that aside. And now I have a nice full bottle. And then here's my art glitter glue. I feel it still feels pretty heavy. So I'm not gonna worry about that right now. Let's see. And I'm not gonna use these first. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna grab some fabric strips. I'll be right back. Okay, got some fabric here. It's just sitting here waiting to be made into flips and snippets and whatever. Some of it is decorative. You know what? We cover it up completely. I wonder, I'm just gonna lay this one out for a minute. Let's see what else I have in here. Okay, in we go, out we go, in we go. Here's a plain green one. It's not, and this is another thing, when I tear them and they come out crooked like that, I feel like this is a perfect thing to use for a snippet because my stuff's gonna go over and it's going to be layered. So I honestly only need the middle strip so my stuff can fly off of it if it needs to. Fly off, you know. I have a lot going on today. My words are not going to match what I'm trying to say. I hope you can keep up with me. So I have lots of pieces of fabric in here that I have cut for snippets. Oh my gosh, look at, there's bigger pieces I forgot about. Okay, onward and upward, lady. Let's get going. We got a couple of pieces here. Let's grab, I think that's all I want to grab out of here because I want it to be big enough to play with. Okay, so let's try this. I'm just going to put these underneath me for today because I don't know where my stuff is. And we're just going to go from there. I don't know about you. I can't work, I don't think, with my stuff sticking in there, staying in my buckets. So I'm going to pull it out and make a little bit of a mess so that I can feel at home in my mess. So I want some stuff out here so I can see and pull and play with it like that. And then I have my crochet pieces over here. I'm not going to pull those out, I don't think. Well, no, I lied. I'm going to take whoa, gosh, there's some big pieces in there too. I'm just going to take some over here, just like that, to see what I have available. Some of these pieces I might want to put it in something else, but you know, like I have all these parts and pieces. Look at that cute little piece, things like that. So I don't know that I've ever really made a snippet roll with lace. If I have, I forgot, so I'm just going to feel my way out on this. I think I'm just gonna make some pieces where I cover it. Oh my gosh, speak right. I think I'm just going to lay some pieces down as a starting point. I just have to start it, right? That's it. Just get it started. And I'm looking for, those are crochet pieces. Let's see, what else do I have here? Here's some of that curtain lace. This is kind of thicker. These are really fun to use for, just because of the weight of them, for like paper clips and things like that. But I just want to just get a base down. Because these, if I put this on top of anything, it's so dense that it would just cover anything up, right? So yeah, let's not play around. Let's just do it. What's the worst that can happen? It's already scraps. Maybe I should just do that. There we go. And maybe like alternate these like that. Okay, there we go. Now we're talking, I think. Anybody else has done this, they're gonna be like, no, Sandra, you're not gonna wanna do that, but too late. Too late, too late. So this one can go this way like that. Yeah, I like this. So tell me, have you made snippet rolls? Do you like it? Is it fun? Even though if you have made snippet rolls and you like it, do you find the starting part of it a little bit more like I'm doing right now? Like, oh, I just don't know what to do. So and how do you deal with that? Like, do you just go for it like this, or do you lay it out? And I feel like for me, it's going to be the mood. Like right now, I just have to lay it down. Like I'm either going to love it or not love it, but it needs to just go down if I'm going to do this. And I want some more of this other lacy stuff so here's some more of that curtain. This is the one I was talking about that's kind of translucent. So I think like that would be pretty right there. Let me just put a little bit of dot there, a little bit of dot. We'll just go like that. And I'm trying to find the laces that are, like I said, more dense, that I can cover my strip up with to give me a back drop here, so that I can put the more delicate and more decorative type pieces on the top. So I don't really want to hide the decorative pieces, but I don't want to put like with like. I want to keep mixing them up with the different colors, the creams. So I feel like that'll help me as I move further in the process to want to play with more colors. So since I think I struggle sometimes with that. So like this piece right here, this is very decorative. But I have so much of it. It's not over decorative. I think I can use this as a base piece. Let me just cut some of this off. And some of this right here. We'll just do it like that. And then I want it to go over, right? I think so. They can hold each other down. There we go. Whoops. Come on. Play nice, pieces. So far we have this, and I'm just going to follow the strip all the way down, and then we'll go back up again. I'm going to put that one. No, see this one? Yeah, no, no hemming and hawing. Let's just see what you can do. Let's see what you can get down there, girl, without thinking about it too much. Let's just try that method. Okay. You know, as I watch my videos, and I've been editing, I try to edit this. I do this so much. Does that drive anybody crazy? When I'm editing the videos, if I'm honest with myself, it kind of drives me crazy. I'm like, oh my gosh, how many times are you going to rub your hands? But at the same time, I'm so used to seeing it now that it's almost like, oh, that's a Sandra video, because I'm just kidding. But so like this is pretty decorative, and it's lighter, so I think I would save that for the top. Plus I can cut these pieces out and do something different. So we'll set that one aside. This one's pretty thick, more crocheted. I think if I spread it out though, I don't know, it's pretty heavy. So I'm gonna set that aside, and I need more crochet out. I have that piece right there, but it's the same type of stuff as that, but it does look a little bit different. But I want some more of this white, more of the lighter white. See, I have another piece of that. All right, plenty. Here's some more white. Let's see. Let's cut this one. Just don't think about it. There we go. Whoops. Oh my gosh. I'm not sticky. I'm just grabby. Just grabby. Okay. I think I want that bit down here more. I want the lace on that side. If you heard that loud bang, that's Jason getting ready for work. We're all loud here. We are loud people. It's like we want everybody in the house to know what we're up to. Come visit me for a minute before I leave for the day. Yeah, I'm gonna put that there. So I guess I'm gonna keep working backwards and forwards and backwards. No plan, just getting it down there. That might be too big, but I won't know. I can always trim it later when I'm using it. Oh, sorry about that noise, my friends, but I can't control the world. I've tried, just kidding. Okay. Whoa. Oh, I actually was going to do that upside down for the texture, but I guess that's the way I wanted to go. So I'm already liking that. It's very, very light. I can add little buttons and things like that and gems later on if I want to. I can sew through it later on if I want to. I have no idea yet what I'm doing. I don't even know what I'm going to do with this or what I want to do with it, but I have tons of this scrappy lace and I need to use it up. I'm also thinking about just, I was thinking also about is see how scrappy my lace pieces are? Like there's tons of like little pieces. I don't know if anybody would be interested in scrappy bags, like literally scrappy pieces of crochet. I have a lot of friends on here that don't want to cut up doilies. Would you still use them if they were cut up if you had them in a scrappy bag already? So you didn't have to be the torturer of the doily. and I will admit, I have cut up doilies before I realized everything. I had cut them up that were not damaged. I have some, and some of those are in here. But for the most part, what I try to do now is not cut anything up unless it's already damaged. If it's damaged or stained really bad or something like that, then I feel like, okay, I'm going to cut this up because it's not going to be used. I'm not going to use it, and it's not going to be used unless it's usable, and it's usable when it's cut up. Whoops. Let me stick that down there. So, I'd like to know, and not everybody has to like them. Like everybody, some people can be like, well, no, I probably wouldn't because it's just not my thing. But I'll make some bags up. Maybe I'll just do that. I'm just talking in circles. Maybe I will just do that in the event that somebody does want to, and I have them in the shop. How about that? How about that? I've been working on the fabrics and laces right now. Right now, I'm just doing kind of like lace packs, like bigger pieces. So I'm like going through all the curtain pieces and all the big giant lace pieces and then some of the decorative things. And I'm putting together packs right now. I'm trying to make them fluffy and full without, so that you have a good, you know, good bang for your buck, so to speak, you know. And you have plenty of options to play with. Those, it is a little time consuming, and so, which is not a big, I mean, it's fine. I mean, I have time, but it is a little time consuming. So it takes me a minute, but if you bear with me, I promise I will get that stuff loaded in the shop. I know I have a lot of friends on here that have already emailed me and messaged me, texted me, and let me know that they really want, looking for certain things. And I'm trying to think of a way to let my friends know who have interest before I load the shop, so that you could have, basically, so you could have first dibs. I feel like I've had so much wonderful support from my friends here, and I just want to, and I want to be able to show my appreciation in every possible way that I can think of, and that is a way that I think would be nice. I know that Ko-fi, YouTube, all that pushes for, what is it called? Patreon, which I'm letting you know right now, I'm not doing Patreon. I'm not doing a Patreon where you pay for a subscription. I don't think there's anything wrong with it, but I don't want one more thing that I have to be responsible for. So I don't want to do it. I think there's a way you can do it. I don't know if it's on Ko-fi or not. I'm going to see about Ko-fi. This is just fabric. About doing it where there's no cost. I'm trying to figure, so what I'm trying to do is figure out how can I post things that only certain people can see right away before anybody else. That's what I'm trying to do. And if you signed up for that without any cost to you, then I don't mind, because then I can post it there and then I can set it for like, you know, like a few days that it posts there. And then after that, it opens up to everybody. I don't know if that makes any sense. And I don't even know if that's an option. I'm going to try and figure that out. Isn't that cute? Okay, I do like it. So this is just one of those things where you just have to go for it. Just have to keep on putting things down until you find your happy spot. And then you can start doing decorating. I think it's like painting. So like if you don't like what's happening, just keep going. I mean, it's okay if this is like 3 inches thick, right? We'll figure out a way to use it. I'm getting my crochet and my lace mixed up again. All right, I'm starting a new thing in the next town over with doing my gym stuff that I like to do, I've been doing good, and I've been feeling stronger and healthier and happier working out. And so my trainer, who I work out with on Mondays and Wednesdays, she has her own studio in the next town, and I'm gonna put that whole piece on there. I like that. And she's doing a circuit class on Fridays, and I've been wanting to add another day to gym because I want to go at least 3 days a week. I really do. And so I'm going to start that today. So that's why I'm like, I'm going to do as much as I can, and then until I have to head upstairs to get ready to go. So I got a few more minutes here. Okay, look at this. Isn't this funny? Like, look how wide it got. It's like a tie. Oh, wouldn't that be cute to make it like a tie? So I'm going to just, oh, I got a little piece stuck here. And that's the other thing. You can just like dab your little tiny pieces on here. Like, look, this would just end up in the garbage. I'm just going to stick it there, add it for texture. There we go. All right. I'm going to set this aside for a minute. And then we're gonna come back to this, but I want that to kind of dry, and I wanna come back and see what do I wanna do to this, and before I go any further, because otherwise I'm just gonna trample it with stuff. Now, these papers, this is something I wanted to try. Let me pick up my lacy pieces here. They're gonna get mixed up. A little crochet and a little lace. All right. A little crochet and a little lace. Now, I don't know if you remember this, but we did this the other month, I don't even remember, but I was trying to like practice to see what kind of glue I liked, and I wrote down on the back of here, fabric and art, I'm like art glitter glue. So art glitter glue, I can feel the stiffness through the whole thing. I can feel a little stiffness with the Fabri-Tac, but mostly it's soft. So that tells me I'm going to use that Fabri-Tac 3-in-1, Beacon, whatever it is. But what I did when I was practicing, I was like, oh, I kind of liked that ruffle on that piece of paper. And that's why I grabbed this. So what I'm going to do first is take my ruler, my Deco Edge ruler, and I'm going to tear it up. But I can't tear that. So that's not going to be enough. I'm going to do it this way. I need more to grab is what I'm saying. So sorry. So let's just, I want it to be decorative on both sides. So let's just see if I can hold this down. And then I'll just toss that. And then I have that decorative edge. Oh, well, Sandra, so slow down. You need 2 of them. I want to do a strip. So I'm going to go ahead and ink the sides of this now, because if I want it inked, it'll be done, and I don't have to worry about it. I'm going to grab these edges off too. Who knows how this is going to be used, but that's done. I'm going to use my, I'm going to use my ground espresso. Let's try ground espresso. Oh, that was Jason. He's trying to get out. It's actually, he's actually getting a later start than normal, but sleeping in a little bit. We still have the grand twins with us. We're going to go to Pt.1 today, which is in Canada, about 40 minutes or so away from us, 35, 40. Anyhow, and that's after you get through after you get through the border. So hopefully it's easy to get through. We're going to go to Pt.1 to the movies. We're going to go see the new Ghostbusters movie. Lennox he's not really wanting to watch that, but I said, I can't watch the other movies. I can't watch scary movies, and that's what they're playing. So we're going to go to an afternoon movie, see that, and then go out for Chinese food afterwards, because we all love that. And we don't have Chinese food in our town that I know of. So now this one, what am I doing? I'm grabbing the laces. I want to do the fabric, and I want to do like a scrunch on there. So let's find it. Ooh, look at this. Let's see what I have here. I can't shuffle in this. Let's take this out. Let's find a piece. Ooh, this piece. I just love this. I have so much of this. Who loves this? I think I need to put this in the shop too, some of this. I just love it so much. It's just so feminine. Oh, and I like this right here with the blues and greens too. So how big is this one? It's not really, it's not cut. I mean, like torn. I want the torn edge. Let's see what else is in here. Oh, here's a piece right here. Okay. I'd play with this all the time. I'm going to take that out for a sec though. Okay, set that aside. I've got that one that's torn. Let's tear a piece. Let's get it all torn up here. So what did I tear? I mean, what did I cut? It's about 1.5 inches. So my spacing was. And then it's got the little flowers. I love them. They're so pretty. Get it cleaned up a tiny bit. This one looks like it's about 2 inches. It is. It's a pretty big one. Let me just set that aside. And then all I'm gonna do here, so obviously it's wider as it gets bigger, as it goes down there. Sheesh. I wonder if I could if I cut enough of this off, I can grab a piece to tear it. We'll see. Ooh, fancy. Well, today's already better so far than the whole week has been as far as getting things done right. Okay, I hope I didn't just jinx myself, but let's see. Now I'm just gonna put my glue on here. Whoops, not there. I keep saying like, oh, I wanna get a new map, but it's just the same thing's gonna happen, so what's the point? And then just lay that down like so, right? So now that I'm looking at this, I'm realizing that I should have maybe measured my strip of paper if I don't want it to show through, but I don't really mind it showing through, at least not right now. I think it's kind of cute. I didn't get that one down, but I can always tear it again. It's all right, just keep moving forward, girl. Go forward, not backwards. Go forward. Okay, and then I just lay that down, and then I just keep playing with it. And just scrunchy scrunch, that's it. And this, again, these can be, there's just fun to use as page edges. You can make a belly band with it on the paper. That's kind of what I was thinking, like, isn't that cute? And if I need it to be stronger, I can add it to another piece of paper or cardstock or something, file folder, whatever. So many options. So I just wanted to do that and make a couple of these. Do I have that tip? Let's get the tip. The tip counts. The tip counts. All right, there we go. Except I don't want a flat tip. I want it to be, you know, a scrunched up one. Yes. Have some texture, like a texture-y. And then I wonder if I can tear it. That'll really give me a texture tip or tip and edge. So, okay, there we go. So far, I like that. Let's try another one of those. And what do I do with my paper? Okay. So, I know, maybe I'm gonna go with the 2-inch. If it was a belly band, I think I would want it to be about 2 inches. And crooked, because, you know, that's the way I roll. We'll just tear that off right there. And then, why do I keep tossing that thing in there? I need it. So my thing's not being super oozy-goozy. This time I did not fill it to the very, very top. I left that little bit of pocket, you know, about it, I don't know, maybe like an inch or so, maybe 3/4 of an inch before I stopped pouring it in there, just to have it maybe, and I'm wondering if that made the difference. We'll know in a minute, because it'll either make a liar out of me, or it'll stay just a little bit where it just kind of closes itself up. Don't know, but do I want to use this one? I don't think so, actually. I think I want a different fabric, so let's try. Let's see what else we have in here. These, I think when I have these kinds of pieces, I put them in here to make fabric clips. Oh, that's a pretty one right there, isn't it? I think I'll try this one. Ooh, there's another one with little flowers, but let's see. I just did this one. Look, I didn't even fold my fabrics up very well. Okay. Lots of stuff. But see, this is the same thing. Like, I've got all these fabric pieces, like I do with this, with the lace pieces and the crochet doilies, all that stuff. And I just want to, I don't know what to do with them, because I clearly cannot use this much scraps. It's like the same thing as with the paper. Like, I can only use so much. And you've seen my room. If you haven't seen my room, my fabric room and other places, you'll see that if you go in there and look, I've got plenty. I'm never going to run out. And I like to shop at the thrift stores and the estate sales. So I'm always going to buy more. Let me see. I like that one too. So with that being said, I want to make scrappy packs of just things that you can do. You know, I mean, they're not going to be filled with like, you know, like it's not going to be filled with just like that. I mean, there may be little pieces that I just throw in there because I don't want to throw them away, and I'm going to let you do it. I'm just kidding. But I mean, like, that's still a good piece. This technically still is a good piece, but it's not going to be filled with just little teeny tiny pieces is what I'm trying to say. And I'm not doing a very good job of it. There we go. So that's 2 inches. I still want to go with like a little bit under, but I want to try to get a straight edge on both sides. So let me pull that one, and then I will do another piece here. And let's see, so we get 1.5, 2 inches. I don't really want my hair in there. I'm gonna go ahead and do the 2 inches, I think, or just right underneath it. Because when you scrunch it up, you're gonna see that paper also, which is nice. I kind of like it, I gotta say. I am liking it. Put those all the way. We'll have that one, that one, that one. We're gonna put this in here in the Scrappy basket. And then we're gonna take this one right here. Isn't that pretty? And I wanted that nice even edge, and I still didn't get it right, but that's okay. That's okay. Okay, I'm gonna throw my glue down, and then I'm going to throw my fabric on top of that, and this time go over it if I want to, whoops, go all the way to the end. And then we're just gonna pinch it along. And if you don't like touching it, I know that some people can handle tweezers pretty well. I'm not one of those people. I've tried it. I can try it again to show you. I'm backwards. My tweezers are backwards. Oh, whoopsie, I just pulled things. Nope, can't do it. I can't make my hands work to do that. They're not going to listen to my brain. They're on different wavelengths. Okay. More glue, yes. Here we go. Another thing I like about the Fabri-Tac is I can keep pulling my stuff up and try again, well, for a certain amount of time anyways, and I do that often. So I'm excited about my circuit clasp. I'm really nervous. I'm going to be super sore. I don't know what we're going to do there. I am limited on some of the things I can do because of my bone fusions that I had in my hands. But most everything I can do, I just have to alter it a little bit, which is not a big deal. It's just the way of life. You know, you just get used to a new way of life. What I keep telling myself, it's just something different. So I got that one a little too flat, and so I don't like that. I can always go over this later on when I come back. I can put like cute little pieces of lace in there, basically make it like a little snippet. Oh, isn't that cute? That is so cute. Okay, I'm gonna leave it sitting there though, so I don't forget, because I will forget, trust me. If you don't know me yet, you will find out. My memory span is very short. All right. I need to start cleaning up, my friends. So let's see what we did so far as a little refresh. And then I'm going to leave it on my desk so that I can come back to it. Hopefully I'll be in the mood for it again. Otherwise, I'll just do something different. That's just the way it goes. So let's see. This one was already done. This was on flimsy paper, and this was like my little practice one to show myself what kind of glue I liked. I know that I'm going to want the 3-in-1 and the beacon. And then these are cute, and they're flexible, so I like that also, even though they're on paper, and I can make them stronger if I want to. This one I'm going to add some more laces to. You can add buttons, beads, you can do jewelry pieces, anything you want. And then here is the beginning of my snippet roll. I shouldn't really call it a roll. I guess technically, if you can roll it, it's a roll. Okay, I can roll it a couple of times around my fingers. But so far, that's where we're at. So let me know what you think, my friends. Do you want to see more of these? I know I want to do more of them. And please tell me what you think about my little Scrappy packs. I think I'm going to make small ones to put in packages anyways, and when people order stuff as I move through it. It's going to take me a while to get this done, but it's something that I've got on my agenda to do. But I also want to make bigger Scrappy packs that I can put in there for purchase, you know, at really, you know, reasonable prices. I'm hoping that they're reasonable prices. Anyways, my friends, thank you for hanging out with me. I enjoy hanging out with you. If you haven't already subscribed, I really would appreciate it if you would, and give this video a thumbs up. Share it if you like, because that always helps the channel to grow. And the more it grows, the more I'm able to do, I think. I don't know. Anyhow, I'll see you on the next video. Enjoy all your moments. Bye.